Hello and welcome back to THM, and now today I'm going to be looking at everyone's favourite time of the year when there's no racing. That is Btcc silly season, which for those of you who may be new to the sport is basically immediately after the season finishes. There's all sorts of speculation about who's going where, what cars are coming in, what drivers are coming and going, so on and so forth. And I've been scouring the internet the last few weeks, seeing what rumours keep popping up, and we're going to run through some of them today and see how we go. Before anyone starts getting all funny and aggy, they are just rumours that we've seen online, so the likelihood of them happening is not a lot, but I thought it'd be quite interesting to have a look. Let's jump into it. First off, we start with Team BMW, West Surrey Racing, and their driver lineup's been fairly consistent the last few years, but there are quite some rumour mills floating around about Tom Oliphant's seat, and they believe that Tom's going to be on his way out. I've heard a couple of people floating around going in the Sicily seat, which has been given up by Tom Chilton, or also the Infinity seat, which presumably will be given up by Carl Boardley, because we can't see him being back at the moment. Now, the front runner to replace Tom Oliphant at the moment is Jake Hill. Of course, Jake's driven front-wheel drive touring cars predominantly, but if you've seen him at the Festival of Speed, Goodwood, for example, you can see that he can really hustle any vehicle around. And Jake put out quite an interesting comment the other day saying that he needs to kind of further his career or something along those lines. So it'd be great to get him in manufactured drive and get him paid, because he, up until this point, he's been putting up a budget, him and his sponsors, to go racing, and he wants to be moved to be paid to race, which really someone of his talents should. So WSR, Jake Hill, maybe. Now, next up, we move on to our current champion, Ash Sutton. And I saw this floating around, this rumour, a few times. And first of all, I thought it was utterly ridiculous, but I've just kept seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. And I think surely all of these people must not be stupid. And that is Ash Sutton splitting with the Infinity and going to a new team. Some people have said WSR, but personally with Turkington there, I can't see it happening. But some people have said that Ash may bring a new mark to the championship, and that be Jaguar, and potentially driving a Jaguar XZ, I would assume, judging by the shape and the rear drive and whatnot. Which is interesting because BMR, before they took on the Subaru Levorg, were looking at entering a Jaguar. So, as stupid and mental as it sounds, personally I can't see it happening, but could Ash be on his way to drive for a Jaguar team? Next, we head over to Btcc Racing, and more specifically, Josh Cook. Now, it has been reported quite a few times this season, in fairness, and I've heard a couple of rumblings that Josh won't be driving for Btcc Racing next season. And interestingly, some people have said, again, speculation online, that he could be going into the second seat at Team Toyota GB alongside Rory Butcher, because the Sam Smelt thing, let's be honest, he is a Toyota racer, but it just hasn't worked out. And it's all dependent on Toyota, really. If they want to scale back their involvement, then they're not going to be able to get Josh Cook and Rory Butcher. However, with the hybrid element, if they want to really step up their involvement with the team, Cook and Butcher would be a great team. And who could possibly replace Josh Cook at Btcc Racing? Well, I've seen it a few times. Maybe this man here, Jason Plato, the most winningest driver in Btcc history. You have to feel if Josh Cook leaves, BTC will need a name, will need a team leader to replace him. And Jason, he needs to get to that 100 wins. The Astra isn't the best package on the grid by quite a while, in fairness. Could we see him there? It would make sense to get him into a car which can proven win races with centre props with Josh Cook, Dan Camish, so on and so forth. Will it be a bit dirty him driving a Honda? Possibly. Let's see. Finally is the curious case of Tom Chilton. He has left Sicily. We know that. You like to think that he's going to go back to front-wheel drive, but where is he going to go? I mean, realistically, for me, he's got two options at the moment. Either fill the hole which Andy Neate left. Of course, Tom Chilton brings in a hell of a load of money through personal sponsors, as Andy Neate did. Or could he go to Hyundai, where he does pure ETCR, which is the electric touring cars. He races for Hyundai as a manufactured team. So if one of Accelerate's drivers doesn't come back, could he go in there? Having said that, the fellow which runs the team which Sam Osborne and Andy Neate ran last season said that they're going to have a massive title sponsor this year. Is that going to be Tom Chilton coming over? Or is that going to be someone like Aidan Moffat bringing Laser Tools with him? Because it has been reported quite widely that Laser Tools, Team Hard, BMR, that massive mega team are going to break up. And if they do, Where does that lead Aidan Moffat with the Infinity? Does he go to Ford Focus and bring laser tools with him? So there are a few Btcc silly season rumours that I've read online. Now, for the regular viewers of this channel, you know that I normally do kind of informatics stuff. Don't really like doing speculation, but I've opened this up. I want this to be a bit of a conversation in the comments. Let me know, out of the rumours which I've heard and relayed onto you in this video, which ones you think may come true, or if you've heard anything or got any predictions yourself, let us know in the comments what you think is going to happen in Btcc 2022. Now, as always, please subscribe to my channel, helps me out massively. And second to that, please remember, these are rumours that I've heard online, so please try not to crucify me. See you next time.